Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. We are honestly flattered if you choose to share some of your precious Christmas time looking at Sudoku puzzles being solved on the internet. That's what we do here, and thank you for joining us. Thank you especially if you joined us for yesterday evening's live stream playing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, which was great fun, and no spoilers, but about 1 hour 40 something in the video there was a very climactic moment, and if you think you know what happened, guess again. But that was great fun. It was really entertaining to play. Thank you so much for the chat who keep it very lively. It was very entertaining. Oh, thank you to the moderators too. But anyway, we're going to get to this puzzle in a moment, but I do want to mention the puzzle pyramid, which is still live on Patreon, so you can enter that until the 31st, until the last day of the year. And a great set of puzzles it is too. Anybody who has now finished has just had nothing but praise, unsurprisingly. Thank you to anybody who's joined us on Patreon, and of course anybody who's supported the channel in any other way. There are all our stuff under the video, apps and Sven's Sudoku Pad, and the links to the merchandise and so on. Do check it out if you're interested. But as we always say, especially at Christmas, thank you to the wonderfully warm community that has grown up around this channel. We are honoured by it, literally. Anyway, talking of warmth and Christmas feeling, this puzzle is called A Part Ridge and a Pair of Threes. Now, that may be odd, but the oddest thing about this puzzle is come in from someone claiming to be a laboratory rat who has mastered the basics of Sudoku and started creating his own puzzles. Now, I don't want to comment on the veracity of Dittman Rat, who points out that we did do a puzzle earlier in the year that had come from an alien. So, hey, who knows? Rats are pretty clever animals, so we'll see how it goes and maybe judge after the event. Obviously, it's themed on the 12 days of Christmas, given the part ridge and a pair of threes. Let's read the rules and see how they all fit in. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits cannot repeat on the marked diagonals, so that has to be a set of the digits 1 to 9. The 7 grey cells are a ridge of high numbers parting the two sides of the grid, hence part ridge, I suppose, meaning that each digit in a grey cell must be larger than the digits in the white cells which share an edge. So it's a bit like the normal fortress rule, which we've occasionally done, but in that case, this cell would have to be larger than all of those 3. In this puzzle, that cell is only larger than those 2, and I've put these arrows in to show you which cells this is larger than. It's larger than the 2 white cells on its left and right. Same, obviously, for each of the other grey cells. Now, one of the 4 pairs, this is the other rule, one of the 4 pairs of coloured boxes, so we have red boxes, blue, green, and yellow. One of them contains 2 threes, and none of the other coloured boxes may contain any 3s. That's a rule variant I have never seen before. I don't know how that's going to play out at all, but it's an odd one. Maybe that's how they're treating lab rats these days. They put them in coloured boxes or something. But anyway, a fascinating bunch of rules there. I have no idea how hard this is. You can check the length of the video to maybe get an idea, although that might be me being slower than I could be. But I'm going to try now. Do try it yourself first, but let's see how it plays. And let's get cracking. And what have we got to go on? We've got a few givens. That's a rarity these days. 9 of them. 7, 9, 8 here. What does that do? This obviously has to be 3, 4, 5, or 6 with 2 smaller numbers either side. It's not very helpful. The diagonals, okay, there's a 4 there and a 4 there, not on this negative diagonal. So the negative diagonal must have a 4 in one of those positions. Could be there with 1, 2 or 3 there. Then 5 and 6 would be in those cells. The 3s thing, I don't think that's of any use yet. When we get these 3s, they'll be ruled out of those columns and rows that they do appear in, but I don't see what we can do yet. Maybe the ridge. Let's think about the ridge. I suppose... okay. Where does 9 appear in these columns? Yes, that's a decent question. 9 in these columns can never be in these cells because it would be higher than the number in the grey cell. So that gives us a little X-wing of 9s that we can mark in. And that means that there's a 9 in one of these two cells. Could be on the diagonal. Not so helpful down here. It also means in column 5, the 9 is in box 5, so it's in one of those. Oh, so slow. I was just wondering about 8s, and I mean, I think I can tell that there must be an 8 in one of those cells at least, or maybe 2 of them, but that's not interesting at the moment. What is interesting is 1s and 2s and where they go in column 5. Oh, that's quite funny. Yes, okay, so this can't contain a 1 or a 2 because it would need 2 smaller digits either side. The same is true for everything grey. So 1 and 2 are a little pair at the top and bottom, and I didn't need to spend time marking these arrows in because these grey cells clearly do act as normal fortress cells because that must now be higher than that and so on. But anyway, that's not Dittman Rat's fault. So we get a 1-2 pair. What does that do? Maybe then we think about where 3 goes. Yes, okay, that's good. If 3 was here, for instance, in box 8, then you'd have to put 2 and 1 either side of it, but that can't be because of this cell. That would have no fill if you had 3 there with 2 and 1 there. So 3 is not in those cells, and for the same reason not in those cells, because you'd break this cell. So 3 again is in this group of cells with 9. Yeah, and wherever 3 appears here, lovely, yes, wherever 3 does appear here, it has 1 and 2 on either side of it. Now I don't know which pair, which trio that's in, but it must be the case. Whichever one of these has a 3, it has 1 and 2 on the other side. So now, can that be 4? If that was 4, one of these two would be 3 and would have 1 and 2 flanking it. So what could be smaller than 4 if you can't select 1, 2 or 3? Nothing. So this is not 4. So 4's on a diagonal there. Now, yes, lovely. 4 is not on this diagonal in those cells. And look, it's not in those cells either because of the given 4's. Oh, this is deliberate. It's also not there or there. So 4 is on this diagonal right there, and we get a number in the grid, and that gives us 9. And now we know that blue is not a pair of 3's. We get 9 in one of these two cells. Oh, that's not a 9. Hang on. Pencil marking wrong style here. There we go. That's what I'm trying to do. But now I'm looking at this diagonal for 9's. It's not in those 3 cells because of that 9. Now we've got 9 in one of these two, and it's therefore not in those 3. It's got to be on this diagonal. It can't be in those 2 because of these, so it is there. Wow. Oh, look, I had a 9 definitely in there, so that was another way of telling it was there. But anyway, now we get 9 in one of these 3. Again, 9 is not on the diagonal here or here. So it is in one of those 2. Now I can use the fact that I know one of those is a 9. It's not there. That's 9. Look at that. These 2 rule sets, the ridge and the diagonals, are interacting absolutely beautifully to give us things. So now we're left with an X-wing of 9's in rows 4 and 6, and an X-wing of 9's in very different places in column 4 and 6. Now there's got to be a 4 here somewhere. Can it be here? I think it could be. Then you'd get a 1, 2, 3 triple. So wherever 4 appears here, and it's not in the central box, it's in one of these places, It's flanked by numbers that make up a 1, 2, 3 triple in the box. There, or here. What does that mean? I'm not sure. What does that mean? Fives? Yes, wherever the 4 is, say that was a 4, then the 5 can't be here because 1, 2, and 3 would have been used up, and you need 2 small, well, and 4 actually, and you need 2 smaller numbers. So if 4 is down here, 5 can't be with it. Can 5 be in these cells? No, it can't, because 3 is in one of them with 2 and 1 either side. So 5 could have 4, but it couldn't then have another digit. So 5 is not in those cells. So 5 is in one of these, and it's not with 4. It's the other side. Come on. Oh, that's weird. What about 6 then? 6. So one of these has a 4, and you get a 1, 2, 3 triple. You can't have a 6 in that box because 4, 1, 2, and 3 have gone, and 6 could only be bigger than 5. The other one has 5 and a 1, 2, 3 triple, and if you had 6 in that box in the grey, it could only have 4 smaller. So 6 is not in these cells, and that's a 3, 6, 9 triple. That is immense. That's so unbelievably clever, in my opinion. That's not a 9. So this is a 3, 6, 9 triple with either 3 or 6 in the central cell. Now, keep going then. 7 and 8, do they have fixed? Oh yes, 8 is in one of these, so there aren't 2 8s in those cells. 7 and 8. If you had 4, 3, 2, 1, oh yeah, you could have either 7 or 8 with 5 or 6 smaller. Okay, but in one of these dominoes, 4 goes with 7 or 8, and the other 5 goes with 7 or 8. But 4 and 5 don't go together. Maybe that's not helpful, but I have a feeling I want to learn it. Oh, right, of course. Wherever 3 goes here now, it has 2 and 1 beside it. Wherever 6 goes, therefore, it has 5 and 4 beside it. And wherever 9 goes, it must have 7 and 8 beside it. So there's certainly roping of the 7, 8, 9s. If that was 7, 9, 8, and that is, then it would be a triple up here. So 9, 8, 7 do form a triple in one of those areas, with 9 there, 7 in one of these cells, and 8 in one of those, thanks to that given 7. So 7's in one of those and in one of these, and that's probably not helpful. Oh, right, hang on. 6, though, has 4 and 5 flanking it. Now, 4 is either there or there, so 5 is the other side in the same row. So 5's in one of those 2 cells, and therefore sort of on that diagonal, not on this diagonal. Doesn't really do anything. 3, 6, 9, 4, 5. So this, wow, this is a weird naked pair now. If 5's there, 4's there, 3, 6, 9 there, 7 and 8 are looking at those 2 as well. So that's a 1, 2 pair. So that goes with the 3. 3 was going to be bigger than 1 and 2 in this box. Wow. Okay, so this is a 4, 5, 6 triple. That is a naked single 5. That's a 4, 6 pair either side of it. And so yeah, somewhere up here we have 9, 7, 8. Say it was there, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8. We're also going to have 4, 5, 6, so it's fully roped. 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or the other way round. So one of these triples is 1, 2, 3. Does that mean it's the box 3 and 3? I don't think so. Wow, okay, this is a weird puzzle, but progress made. Right, 7's not on that diagonal, so it's in those cells with 4. That's a 4, 7 pair. This must be a 5-8 pair. That doesn't tell us anything about which is the 987 group. But maybe on the diagonal, look, we've got 1, 2, and 6 left. Yes, so that's a 1 or a 2. Those definitely include a 6 and are from 1, 2, 6. But look, we've got a pair in the row. What does that do? Ah, doesn't it do anything? 9. What about this diagonal? 4, 3, 7, 9. It's a lot less helpful. So 2 is up there somewhere, because it can't be here. Ah, that can't be 1 or 2. 4, 3, 7, 9, 1, 2, or 6, or 8. That is a naked single. Weird one. Brilliant. 5 there. Oh, it doesn't do anything. Oh, no, hang on. That can't be 7 and that can't be 7. So 7 is in a pair with 9 down here. Now, we said 8 had to be in one of these 4 cells, so that's a great time to remember that. It's got to be up here, and that is right. 8 can't be both sides of here, or it would always be next to 9. So 9, 8 pair at the top. Oh no, these can't have a 7 now, and because they must have a 4 or 5 now, these, oh well, because of these can't have an 8. This could still be 5 with a 1, 2, 3 pair. This couldn't be 4, no, but this could be 4. Okay, I don't quite know what's happening still. 7, 9, 1, 2, no. Let's look along the bottom. We've got 3 and 8 to place in those two. Ah, no, look, 8 is in one of those two. That's good. Right, 3, 8 there. So now 8's in one of those two cells. Ah, this yellow boxes can't be a 3 thanks to that. So we know it's not yellow or blue. So the box with the 3 is red or green. We get a 7 in one of those two cells. No, it can't be on the diagonal. So we've placed 7. These are from 1, 3, and 6, but 3 can't be on the diagonal. So 3 is in one of those two cells, could easily be in the green box. 3 is in one of these two. Now, does that mean that this is 4 or 5? How could that be 8? If that was 4 or, say that was 5, yeah, these could be from 1, 2, and 4, forming a triple there. And this would be 8 with 3 and 6 there. Okay, that didn't, I thought that was going to give us something and it didn't. Right, keep calm and keep thinking. 9, 2, 8, 7, 7. So 8, 7 is a pair. Ah, it's not just a pair. There's an 8, 9 pair there. So we know which way round they go. 7 at the top, 8 there. This can't be 7, which I could have known from the diagonal. 8, 9 pair. 5 must be in one of those two cells, and therefore in one of these two. Not trying to do that. Trying to do that. Oh, and 4's in one of these two, and 4, 5, 6 are roped together here or here. So one of those is a 6. Because 4, 5, 6 are a triple there, they must be either in those group or that group. So if we've got 6 in one of those cells, it doesn't really do much. These ones are from 1, 3, and 5, because they can't have a 6, which actually I knew from that. Let's look along the top row, because the bottom row did quite a lot of work for us. Oh, maybe this diagonal, 4, 3, 7, 9, 5. So these are from 1, 2, 6, and 8. And this one's not a 6, and this one's not an 8. Can't see what that does. It's interesting, this, isn't it? 7, 8, 9, 4, 5. One of these groups is 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't know. It's then probably something going on one of these diagonals. What do I need to consider about the diagonals? The trouble is I don't know much about this box. Ah, 3 is in one of those two cells. Oh no, I'd already established yellow wasn't the pair of 3s. Aha. So 3 is either in the green or red. Is that going to decide this? I don't see how at the moment. Oh, apologies if I'm being slow here. What's going on? What do we do? We've got 9, 8, 9, 7, forming 9, 8, 7 triples with those things. So I don't think that solves anything. This 1, 2, 6 triple on the diagonal. Oh, what if that's a 1, 6 pair? These 3 cells all see each other. No, okay, what if that's a 1, 6 pair? Then we get 3 here. That would put 3 in the red boxes. Doesn't seem to break anything. Okay, let's think about... Oh, what's this? 9, 8, 7, 5, it's not, or 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, or 6. No, it's not 6, because 6 is on the diagonal in this box. So that's 1, 2, or 3. So if this is 4 or 5, no, if it's 4, we get a 1, 2, 3 triple. Then we have to have 6, 5, 8, 7. That does work. Come on. Oh, 8 in this column. Can't be here or in those cells. So it's in one of those two. Now, are they looking at the same cell? I don't see how they are. Oh, here's a weird thought. 3 is either there or there. So it can't be in all sorts of places. It can't be in those places. Is that right? Because 3 is either in the red or the green box. It's in one of those cells. And if it's in one of those cells, it can't be in that group. And it can't be in that group. And I think that means that this is the 3, 2, 1 set. Yeah. And this is. And I don't know whether it's in the red or the green box. We will find out. But it's in one of them only. And that is the 1, 2, 3 group. So we can fill in 6, 5, 4 here. Oh, that's very clever. That is a really interesting bit of setting. So that's 9, 7, 8 like that. Let's remove the pencil marks. I think, yes, that works. Okay. Now, 1, 2, 3. That one's not a 2. This one's not a 3. Have we got any other guides here? Surely this has helped. And yet, not much. Okay, let's think again about one of those is a 3. So, no, that doesn't mean we've used the cells that they both saw very cleverly, but we have used them. They're used up. That is 1, 2, or 8. Can't be a 3 because of that pair. Well, because of that as well. So 3 is now in one of those two cells, so it could be in the red or not. Oh, 8. That's an 8-9 pair, so that's not 8. 8 on this diagonal, yeah, has to be there. That is 8. So that's not 8. So this is part of a 1-2 pair down here. So this is 4 or 5. These are from 4, 5, 8. 8, 7, 3. What's this? 4, 8, 9, 7, 3. 1, 2, 5, or 6, I think. What about this diagonal now? We've got, again, 1, 2, and 6 to place on it. Yeah, we just don't know. That could be 6. 4, 8, 9. Oh, wringing individual deductions out of this one at a time. I'm sure there's yeah, there must be quicker ways to get through it, but you're stuck with me trying my ways. That's 1, 2, or 3 as well in the column. 4, 8, 9. Now we got this 4, 5, 8 triple, of which 8 has to be over here. 4, 5, 8. 5. Oh, do we know? No, we don't know any. Oh, we do, of course, know how these break down. Yes, the 5, 6, 4 is this side. Whoa, dear. Pathetic. 5, 6, 4 is that side. This is 8, 9, 7. Now that fixes the 9, 8 pair at the top and the 9, 7 pair at the bottom. Now we don't have much else going on. That's not now a 4. 5. 7 is in an X-wing there. 4's now in one of these two cells. If that was a 4, then we've got a 1, 2, 3. If that's a 4, that becomes a 7. I knew that anyway. That's not new news. Oh, look, there's a 4, 5, 8 triple. 9, 2, 7. So these are from 1, 3, and 6. What does that mean? One of them's a 3, we knew that. 4, 5, 8 triple. So that is the same as that, which is one of those. Oh, maybe I need to think about these boxes again. If those are both 3s, then what? 3, then 3 has to be kept out of this red box and go there. Then that's a 3. There we've got obviously 3s going on. Oh, look at this top row. Where's 3 in the top row anyway? There's only one place. It's there. So that's got a 5 beneath it. This now isn't a 3. So 3 in the final column is here. And now we know that there is no 3 in the green box. So that's 3 in the red box, losing its religion. There it is, 3 in the red box, and that's not a 3, and this is not a 3. Right, now we must be doing something. Yeah, we've got this triple done. 1, 2. That means this is now 1 or 6. These aren't resolved by ridges or anything. Oh, the diagonal, one of these is definitely a 2, so that's not a 2. Oh, that's been available for a while. That's a 1. That's a 2. That's a 1. That's a 6. That's a 2. Must be finishing the diagonals now. You will, by virtue of finishing columns 7, 8, 9, we get a 1 on that diagonal, 6 there, 2 there, all the diagonals are done. That's become a 5 out of its candidates. 7 there. This is now 4, right, so that's surrounded by 2 and 3, which fixes the top and bottom of the ridge column as 1 and 2. That's become a 2, 1 there. We done the 4, 6? No, but this is now a 4, so that does the 4, 6. I don't know which way around 5, 8 go, but surely we're finishing off now. This has to be the highest remaining in the row, so that's 7 with 6 and 5. These don't have a 4, they're a 5, 8 pair. Wherever 5 is, it is flanked by, this can't be 5, because that can't be 3 and 6 now. So this is 5. Oh, this is brilliant. So we're going to fix the 8, 5 pair. We're going to put 4 and 1 in those cells. We get 6 and 3, 1 and 2, 3, and we finish with a 2. And it looks right. It looks like we've got decent diagonals. Looks like we've got 3 in the red box. We've completed a partridge and a pair of 3s. And we thank Dittman Rat and wish him very well in his career, doing whatever he does. Good luck to you. You seem one of the more intelligent rats we've met. And with great pleasure, I wish you a very Merry Christmas. We will be back tomorrow with a couple of videos, come what may. And nonetheless, we will see you again and again over the festive period if you care to tune in, and we are very grateful if you do. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Merry Christmas. Bye for now.